guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year, happy 2022 if you are new to my channel. My name is Sarah and today I am having a massive clean. It is the 1st of January, so we have just taken down all of the decorations and I don't think I've ever seen my house so messy and just so dirty because there's just the pine needles everywhere. It's just chaos. But we're gonna get that sorted, we're gonna get straight on with it and just clean every single room in the house. I'm starting in the living room and giving everywhere a good dust. There was so much dust from having all the decorations up. I'm just using a simple all-in-one furniture polish. I think it's just from Aldi, and an old duster. So you know that I don't mind about what is wrong and what is right. We keep moving. I wanted to give the mirrors a clean as well today. I do neglect my mirrors sometimes and I'm just using a window and glass cleaner from Aldi. This is where our Christmas tree was in the bay window, and can you see all the pine needles? It actually ended up breaking our hoover. We kept having to unclog it. If you see in a moment when I hoover over, they start to come back out again, so we kept having to fix that. We ended up just sweeping as many as we could up and then going really slowly over the rest of them, and we got there in the end. I should definitely mention as well that at the time of filming this, we were positive for coronavirus. Well, actually on this day, I had just tested negative for the first time in a few days since I'd tested positive, but Joe was still very much positive. I was feeling a little bit better today, but still very tired, so it does take quite a long time, and that's why this is filmed over 2 days, and Joe was pretty much in bed all of today. Moving on to the playroom, and we've actually had a little swap around in here. As you can see, the grey chair and footstool is now in here. It wasn't before. That corner was where the Christmas tree was, so we have already hoovered that area. But everywhere else just needed a good old clean and a dust. I didn't film me dusting everywhere because you get the idea, but I just did all of the window ledges and all of the hard surfaces with just that all-in-one furniture polish. Oh, and there I accidentally sucked up some of the beads from the blind, so I had to unravel them. Two different minds, telling lies. That's how we stay alive. I'm midway through, and I say midway through, I've only done 2 rooms. It's taken me so long. I'm looking at the kitchen. It's just never been this messy. I think I'm gonna have to tackle this room next because this is the heart of the home, and if this room's a mess, I just can't cope with it. Joe is currently upstairs having a rest, so he's not feeling great. Amelia is awake, Sophia is asleep, so I'm gonna try and get the kitchen done whilst Joe is napping and whilst Sophia is napping. Let's just carry on. So our kitchen has never been this messy, but because we were taking down the decorations, we just threw everything onto the bar to get it out of the way. And also with us both being ill, things had just built up. We'd not been keeping on top of things because we'd both been extremely exhausted from having coronavirus. It's not fun, guys. So before I did anything, I just needed to clear all the surfaces because there was no way I was going to be able to clean anything with all that mess everywhere. Maybe we should have seen that we were both betrayed. What if we could set fire to those vows we made? So I I decided today to clean the kitchen surfaces with a Fabulosa disinfectant spray. I do normally use like a proper dedicated kitchen cleaner, but I just grabbed this one today. It smells so nice. I don't know what scent it was actually. It's the only one I've got, but it smelled really, really nice. It just got rid of all of the grease and the dirt. We do clean the kitchen area on a daily basis after like cooking and after eating, so it never gets too bad in here. It just needed a little bit of a just love from being so ill that things had got out of hand. I decided to swap to a minky cloth at this point. The other cloth was not doing it for me, and I just really love these minky cloths. I have so many of them. I use them all over the house, in the kitchen, in the bathroom. Obviously I use different ones for different areas, but they are just so good. They just work on everything. For the sink, I used Cif Micro Crystal Cleaner. It just gets rid of all of the grease and the grime. It's so good at cutting through all of that dirt, and I just use it with a minky cloth. Back to that room, lesson learned. In and out of love, never get enough. We never seem to get older. When things are going right, you seem to have the time, but when it's hard, you just grow cold up. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. Onto the hallway now, and it just needed a dust and a hoover, and I also cleaned the mirrors just using the same products that I'd used previously on the other rooms. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you. We are finally going to be getting rid of this horrible, horrible carpet in the hallway soon. It is just so grimy and frayed and ill-fitted. We moved into this house in March, and this is the worst carpet in the whole house. We have tried to do like a professional cleaner with it. We've tried to refit it. Nothing has worked. So we have decided to prioritize this year and just get a new floor in. We're going to go for a hard floor because I think it will be so much easier to clean. It is the main thoroughfare of the house. We bring pushchairs in, our dog comes in, so it does get dirty very, very quickly, especially in winter. I just think hard floors are so much better in hallways than carpets. I wasn't originally planning on cleaning the skirting boards. I tend to do that as a separate job in itself, but they were looking really dusty, so I just used the furniture polish to give all of the skirting boards in the hallway a little freshen up. Right. It is now 3:30, so both girls are up from their nap. I've done the kitchen area, the playroom, the hallway, the living room. In between attending to the babies, Joe is feeling a little bit better after his nap, so he's got Amelia, so he's just pottering. What I'm going to do now is I sort out this. This is like all our Christmas decorations, and there's loads on the floor. A lot of these boxes are to be recycled now because we bought big, like, I was going to say Tupperware, big plastic containers for the Christmas decorations instead. So I'm going to have a tidy up and blitz everything in here and make like a neat pile of the decorations that are to go up in the attic. In fact, I might even just take them up and put them on the top of the stairs, and then at least I can clean this area and this area will be tidy. We're getting there.
But we keep lighting fires. The words repeat cause we're scared of the silence.
Right, I am gonna have to leave it there for tonight. The pathways are cleared a bit, but just taking the boxes upstairs, my legs, I'm just exhausted, like my legs are killing me. That's the biggest thing I've noticed from coronavirus. It's just wiped me out. It's just made me exhausted. This is really bad lighting, sorry. But I'm gonna pick this up maybe later tonight, if not tomorrow, and we'll finish off then. It is the next day now and I'm in my full cleaning clothes. This is what I would normally cleaning, just some really old joggers and a top, because I decided I was going to do the toilets today, so I didn't want any bleach to splash on anything that I actually like wearing. So we're back in the kitchen dining area and everything has been cleared, so it's now time to dust everywhere, clean the table, clean the mirror, and then move on to hoovering and mopping the floors. This is actually a new layout for us. This table is massive and I know the tablecloth is horrible and the chairs don't match. We bought this on the cheap. Actually, the table was given to us, so we just kind of got secondhand chairs. That is another thing that I want to fix this year. Before I hoovered and mopped all of the floors, I decided to actually go into the utility and give that a freshen up. This room is used so much, but it always looks messy and it always gets dirty. This is where we make our baby's formula, so there's always milk splatters everywhere. It's just one of those rooms I don't know what to do with. If you have any ideas of how you organise your utility room, please let me know down below. It just currently gets so messy, so I decided to give it a bit of love, as it doesn't normally get that much love in here.
Oh, I gotta wake up. This might be a breakup. 'Cause I don't believe you when you say that you miss me. 'Cause where are your actions to prove me?
The downstairs toilet comes just off the utility room, so I'm just giving that a dust, doing the mirrors, and then moving on to the actual toilet and the wash basin.
I don't believe you, no.
I love this flash with bleach. It smells so nice. When I was pregnant, I had like a weird craving for the smell. I don't know why, I just really enjoyed the smell. It gets everything so clean. It just feels like you're really giving everywhere a deep clean when you use this flash. Just to help out with the lime scale, I used a Sillet Bang, although it was nearly finished. Then onto the toilets and just putting some duck pine in, letting that soak. I always put the toilet brush in because I like that to soak and get a clean as well. And then back to using the flash to clean the toilet.
I've been through heartaches, I've been to heaven. I've done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat me, I'd always get right back up, never worry. 'Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win and overcome. What I got is just a few
once the toilet's clean, I just use a little bit of neat disinfectant in the toilet brush holder and then put some water in it just to give the toilet brush a clean. Obviously it needs to be in a place where children aren't going to reach it and dogs, because that disinfectant is not safe for dogs. It's like the Zoflora dupe. So my eldest Sophia isn't potty training yet. She's 2 at the end of January. It's something we've tried a few times and she's just not ready for it yet. But these are in the downstairs toilet just in case, and they just gather dust, so I do make sure to clean them regularly as well.
My mind would wander. I'd always dare it to go even farther. 'Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win and overcome. What I got is just a feeling, but it's
Finally onto hoovering and mopping the downstairs kitchen, dining area, utility and toilet room. When I mop, I use Fabulosa disinfectant. I just measured it out according to the back of the instructions. Now when you use this, you do have to be careful of pets because they are not allowed to be near it because it's poisonous to them. So I just locked Rosie in the living room with Joe and made sure that it was dry before she came back in, and then everything's fine. So I didn't film doing all of this because you get the idea. Right, on to the upstairs now. Joe had already hoovered, so I was just going to dust everywhere. This is in the office room. We have a new office room. Look at this desk that Joe made. How amazing is that? This room used to be his dressing room, and he decided to help me out and give me somewhere to edit and do all of that stuff. I could have a desk, and it also gave him something to do. This was wood from his sister's bed, so very good, very recycled. That's what we like to see. So I'm just going around all of the upstairs rooms and giving them a dust and making sure all of the hard surfaces and the mirrors and the picture frames are all nice and clean. Time to say goodbye to the Christmas bedding. I needed to change the sheets and I thought it was a good time to get rid of the Christmas duvet as well. So I'm just going to put on a white duvet. Now before anyone says anything, we do not iron our sheets, so yes, they are incredibly creased, but it's only us in there. I don't really care what they look like as long as they are clean. The lighting went really weird at this point. I think it's because we've got this dodgy chandelier that we haven't changed yet. But here I am just putting fresh bedding on. This is a gorgeous white duvet. It's from Dunelm. I really love it. It does need an iron. I really need to get on that, but I just can't be bothered. This is the nursery room and the only room we have actually decorated. The lighting doesn't do it justice, but it is a beautiful pink colour, and that wallpaper is from Dunelm. I absolutely love it here. I do actually have a video of us decorating it, so I will leave that linked down below. I was just giving everywhere a disinfect and a clean, just getting rid of all the dust, and I also cleaned the cot because nobody likes to sleep in a dusty bed. Onto the ensuite, and I'm using Stardrop's white vinegar spray to get rid of all the lime scale. I'm using it on the glass doors. This is such a dated old ensuite. I can't wait to do this. Even when it's cleaned, it just feels like this muck still, like it's deeply ingrained, some of it. I don't know what to do with it. I'll probably give this room a really deep clean again soon, just to see if I can help get up any of that extra muck. I mean, it is clean, but it's just like stained, so it doesn't ever feel truly clean, if you know what I mean.
Until they start to bleed, DJ, take it away. Tonight is all for you and me, so baby, spin and let the music begin. I know you feel it within, so go ahead and just spin.
I'm not going to show you too much more of me cleaning this because I just clean the sink and the toilet in the same way, and you don't need to see me do that 3 times in one clean with me.
So go ahead and just spin for me, won't you? I know it's hard for you to give it a try, but you are not alone. I'm here with you. I think you owe it to this beautiful night to lose all your control. Do it for you. Let me show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet until they start to bleed. DJ, take it away. Tonight is all for you and me, so baby.
That is all I'm going to do for today. Joe is going to finish off. He's being with the girls and he doesn't really cope well when he's just stuck in with the girls, so I'm going to go down and play with them, and Joe said he'll finish up. All there is left to do now is the main bathroom, which he mainly uses anyway, so I'm happy for him to do that, and I'll just clean that in the same way I've cleaned the other bathroom. It feels so much better to have a clean house now. Everything's sort of back in its place. I've just got to get through some laundry and then we'll reset for the new year, and for it all to start again and the mess to start building up. Because we do have a cleaner, I have not been doing a cleaning vlog, but what I've realised is that the cleaner comes for 2 hours a week, so she does kind of a basic clean off everywhere. What I'm going to start doing is a deep clean of one room at a time. I might aim to do like 1 room a month or 2 rooms a month, maybe 2 rooms a month, and that is what I'll film on here, or a particular area. So I might like focus on the windows one day, might do like all the woodwork or something like that. I might pick 5 things during nap time to do that. So that's what I'm going to be doing and filming on my channel, and also for my own benefit, because there are areas where I think that needs like a good scrub, like that needs a lot of dedication, a lot of time, so that's what I'm going to be doing. But everything is reset, so I may even start doing that this week or the week after, and just getting down and scrubbing this house from top to bottom. We're also going to be redecorating, which I'm really excited about. I know I will have mentioned that on the voiceovers, but I just can't wait to start putting our own stamp on things. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already and you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you liked this video, then hit that big thumbs up button, and I'll see you on the next one. I'll see you Thursday. Bye guys.